day. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Matt Ryan and the Baltimore Ravens.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by their now 36-year-old quarterback who's in his 14th NFL season, the former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On the option, here's Elliott. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball?
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
And we always talk about sacks as a sign of defensive pressure. Well, the Lions also talked about how you affect a quarterback in the pocket. They had the fewest quarterback pressures in the entire league last year. So upgrading, that was a priority. And the front office appears to have gotten it done. There's a sack right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up second down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Ravens strike first and 3-zip. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants it. touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The numbers from last week's game for Ebron. 5 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Buying time to his left. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is incomplete.
Wait, I don't know if I have my
mic.
mic.
6 points,
Oopsie.
but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
That was a close pass.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Crap.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Here's Jacobs.
Oh, gosh.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Stafford now to throw. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Damiere Byrd, his first touchdown of the new season.
Let's go.
The Lions have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action. Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jamel Dean right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down.
Get
Unfortunately,
out of
not able to
here.
find any yardage on that one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. And he goes out right around the 39. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Whoa. Calm down.
There, 18 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Jeez.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Out of the gun, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to get to the
That was a crazy play.
First down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Third and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Levante David in on the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Stafford.
What the freak? It literally went right to him.
Picked up by Levante David. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Bruh.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that is incomplete here.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive.
Look,
Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular.
Yo, what up, Ed?
Make the plays
I'm trying.
in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford flush to his right. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
I like that pass.
Really
Yo. What is this? Cover 2.
They'll play fake it at Stafford. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll run right right here with Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Stafford on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Yes, I threw an interception already. But it literally, I think it was the pressure, to be honest. It literally threw it right to, what's his name?
There were more people there to get him down.
That X Factor right there in the middle.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Daly, I think. Or no, Davis.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Oh,
and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
That was
Brings
close.
Up second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And that is caught. Touchdown,
yes.
Detroit. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Yeah.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A gain of 6 there on first.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Ryan.
They beat me in my own game.
Looking deep downfield.
No, not.
Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And some room to roam now.
Yeah.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Now Stafford. Dancing and they can't find a receiver.
I hadn't had enough time.
Trey Hendrickson.
It's a throw
He's the one
from
that
there.
got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
How about no?
Before the break, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Bird.
Ah, dang it. The time ran out.
10, marking down at the 9. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Chris Carson has a touchdown run.
Most certain.
From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers.
Oof.
Jamison Crowder, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well.
Jeez.
Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail the visiting Colts.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
7 yards, the pickup there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run
let go of
routes
me.
that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Looking for
Red.
Rocket, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield.
He's greedy, not Grady.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Do it yourself, son.
He was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott.
No.
Have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Mirror.
This defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Ooh.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan.
Bruh, that's way too much time. Thank you.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play.
Way too much time.
2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And stopped a
just
few
fall
yards
forward,
shy
don't
of the
you?
goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost
Bumble! Come here, big fella.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think
dang, I would have been gone.
It could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down. If they were able to get possession.
I about had that.
Kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ow. Space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. It appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd and goal. Stafford.
What the freak?
One that's incomplete.
Yeah, that's the freaking
the intended receiver,
pressure.
But now it's 3rd and goal. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
I don't like this either.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs.
He's hurt again. Why did he come back in?
After the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Fourth and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Stafford.
No.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Elbow status.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Ryan. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far.
What the freak? So pick it up.
And he'll take
oh gosh.
This in at the 1 yard line.
Well, that was horrific.
Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the
I did not know what just happened.
A long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From his own goal line, Stafford.
Bro, they freaking move too fast when they get to X.
A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10.
Like this.
Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throw caught here by Bird.
Thank you.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. He lets it fly from
That's intercepted.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
That.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33.
Why is he coming in?
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Stafford. Left side, it's Dorsett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another.
Jeez, he got broken ribs now. First status.
I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he finds his man, complete. It's Bird. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st down, it's Jacobs.
Milton Williams there on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One Bears.
Thing I think that's safe to say defensively,
Bears.
The tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pass incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for
They're
the
going to go for it.
But he only makes it to the 34. You got the big lead defensively.
Yeah.
Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back on it, and he's gone.
Nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Back on it.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
Holy crap. Take the knees out. Oh, no, shit.
He has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get
touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 15. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan connects with Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Now they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throw complete.
Ooh, what a hit.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
We got a plane to catch.
And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ow.
Stafford going to throw it. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Yeah.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears.
Y'all still at Arby's?
Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
Alright. Sounds goody. What was my pass already? Alright. Dorsett. 116. I was wondering, I was looking what time it was. I figured it was about time for them to get done. Austin Mack. Good gosh. Look at my injury list. Jeez. Oh, I get T.Y. Hilton back in 2 weeks. Yeah. Let's see. 41. Let's see. Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I guess I'm headed to Fortnite. Huh. Where'd my phone go?